Wizards? It's Kieran Trollcaller, and I'm here for another episode of the Myth walkthrough here, and we're in a pretty cool place. We are here in Ravenscar, and man, I just love this place here. I'm going to take a picture of this. There's the Raven fortress that we're going to be raiding later on, but what we got to do today is we've got a ton of things we got to do. We got to finish off, and we got to take down this Coven over here, and so we've got a few things to do. But let's go ahead and do a quick rundown of stats to let you guys know exactly where we are since the last time I talked to you. We are now level 47, still conjure, health, mana, all about the same, experience still staying about the same. Gold, I've spent some gold, and I'll show you what I spent the gold on here in a little bit. Still have about 73 energy. That's okay. That's okay. Now, as far as stats, still sitting at plus 39 or 39% increase on my damage, which is good. None of that's really changed a whole lot. Plus an extra 15 points of damage in myth stuff, and everything else is just whatever because I don't use most of those spells. Plus 20% resistance to death and life, which is nice. Accuracy at plus 14%, so that hasn't changed much. Still have the same 10% critical, the 10 critical rating from Gus. I still got the stun resistance from my opals, and healing it out increases is the same. My power pips is now 71%, so I hardly ever see regular pips, which is good because we got a 3-to-1 ratio now on getting power pips, which is absolutely fantastic. Cannot shake a stick at that. That is good stuff right there. Okay. Now, a couple other things that went up is I went ahead and got to gardening rank 3, so I can actually plant couch potatoes now. So I've got one couch potato, and I'm not sure if I'm going to start farming them or something because it's kind of hard to farm them at this level. But my goal is to try to get enough couch potatoes so I can get a good mega snack farm going. So there we go. That's awesome. And then let's see here. Fishing, haven't done any of that, but I am now a monstrology specialist rank 9, so pretty cool. So I've been doing some monstrology since the last time you showed me. In fact, if you take a look at it, I'm gonna go ahead and knock these out. I've spent some money, got the extract treant. That'll be really important here once we get to Winter Tusk, because one of the best. Let's see here. What can I say? It's one of the best mobs you can farm for cards is a treant, and I'll show you that one there. Now, right now, I've got a really thin down deck because I've just been working it with Animus right now. But right now we're going to get into a few other things. I have made quite a few cards. Plus, I've gotten quite a few cards here recently through all the different dungeons and stuff. But I just wanted to show you, I have created 6 Death Soldier, so I can summon Death Soldier as a mob, and a whole bunch of Glacial Walkers, which could be pretty helpful. So I'm just going to go throw a few of those in the deck, and we've got some extras. And we can actually summon a full set of minions with that, which is kind of cool. Okay, guys, so what are we going to do? Well, we were tracking down Coven members so we could figure out who was all in the Coven, and we are now got to track down Cole Shadowsong. That's where we left off. So today, this episode, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get through the rest of Ravenscar, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find Cole Shadowsong, and I'll bring you guys back in a moment. Okay, guys, here we go. Going in to take on
What?
Cole Shadowsong.
How did you find me? Oh, bother. You will not leave here alive.
Let's go take him on. Now, we're probably going to see all these guys again, and I'll tell you about that later on. But first off, we've got to defeat the big guy, Cole Shadowsong, so we're going to start off by throwing a feint on him. And we're going to use the same tactics we've been using on these fights since the last time I saw you guys. We are going to go ahead and crank up some big hits. I should have put Ninja Pigs back in. Yeah, should have done that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We've got some action for us. We're going to try a few things, and okay, guys, I just noticed my yeah, I gotta flee. I gotta flee. I don't have any mana. I forgot to recharge my mana before I went in there. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. If that ever happens to you, just do what I do. Come back here, grab some mana. There should be plenty of mana wisps all over the place, especially here in the main area. Boy, I can't believe they still have that guy, directing music. And then once you actually get your mana up, So, you know, for instance, if you ever find yourself where you ran into a dungeon without the mana, I mean, I guess I could pop a potion real quick, but I mean, it's just as easy to go ahead and grab these right here, and suddenly, boom, I'm all up. And this also gives me a chance to go ahead and throw our favorite ninja hero into the mix here. Why not? Maybe another trap, maybe another blade. Okay, I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and fight Cold Shadow Song again. Yeah, the nice thing about this is we just have to go back into the dungeon thing and we jump back into the fight. Okay, Cold Shadow Song. This is going to be yours. Okay, now back to where we left off before I totally realized I had no mana at all to cast any spells. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and build these guys up. We're going to load up as many traps as we can, and we're going to see if we can't defeat them all on an earthquake. Yeah, that might work for us, you know, because, well, if we can survive the hits, because they're going to start hitting us. Oh, did you see that dirty, stinking scoundrel right there? He put an he put a shield on. Oh, that's just terrible. Well, sometimes you're not going to win everything you get, right? Sometimes you're not going to win. That's okay. We'll definitely be able to probably take down Cold Shadow Song, I would think. Let's go ahead and put our blades up, and let's get this ready to rumble. Very nice. Now, let me just tell you exactly where we are. We are in the last section of the original Graves of Grizzleheim. That's the first part of Grizzleheim. The second part of Grizzleheim is called Wintertusk. Now, we won't get a Wintertusk invitation until we have defeated Malistaire. So we still have to deal with Malistaire in Dragonspire, and that is where we're heading to after this. We will be heading into Dragonspire because there is a lot to do in Dragonspire before we can confront Malistaire and hopefully stop him from raising the Fire Titan. Now, part of the storyline here in the game is that there are 3 Titans which help create the spiral, but they could also easily destroy the spiral. We got the Storm Titan, which you really don't see until way into the 3rd arc. So you don't confront the Storm Titan at all until the 3rd arc. Now, we do mess with the Fire Titan, which is the dragon. Well, we get to see the Fire Titan. We don't really mess with him as per se. But we do encounter the Fire Titan at the end of Dragonspire. We get to watch this big guy watching us as we are trying to deal with Malistaire. And we do deal with the Ice Titan, which is in Wintertusk, which is kind of interesting. Oh, you know what? I actually got to stop and hit these guys. They are just wailing on me. Okay, time's almost up. Let's grab one more blade, and then we're going to go ahead and do some crushing defeat action. Yeah, so that's how the story goes. And then we learn a lot more lore later on. So we're getting ready to encounter the first Titan here in the game, which is going to be in Dragonspire, which is super interesting. I don't know if you guys ever pay attention, but the lore here in Wizard101 is a lot of fun. I think they spent a lot of time on the storyline and creating a really fun storyline, which has lots of ins and outs. So we'll be exploring that as we continue. And we're looking at it from the myth perspective. Okay, so this is probably about the biggest hit I can do on a guy, and absolutely, I think it's enough. Now, will it be enough to finish this guy? Yes, it will. Just enough. Very good, even with the 80 shield.
You cannot stop the Everwinter!
Okay. Cannot stop the Everwinter, but that's what we gotta do. We gotta stop these crazy ravens from doing that Everwinter thing. Okay, guys. So very good. Successful there. I'm going to go ahead and run the Raffen lore speaker. Bring you guys back in and just. Okay, guys. Here's Raffen.
We are in luck. The Coven must perform a ritual on the Raven's runestone before they can bring about the Everwinter. They have not yet done so.
Okay.
A ritual that powerful will take time to complete. You have a chance of stopping the Coven before it is too late.
Okay, what do we need to do?
In the notes you gathered, the Coven will have need of 2 potent artifacts for their ritual. The Gelling Chalice
and the Heart of Winter.
The Gelling Chalice is a treasured item held by the Ravens.
We can find it in the caves.
You must venture once more into the glacial plains
to find the Heart
of Winter. It is time is the hound that bites at our heels. You must race to retrieve these items.
Okay, guys. That is our goal. So, Gelling Chalice, I think we might find in the roost. Doesn't seem that far away. We'll just go for it. Okay, so we got to find this chalice, and he said it's going to be in this way. Most likely going to be guarded by something, is usually how these things work. So let's see if we can track that gelling palace there. Here we are. We are now in Ravenscar Village. And it looks like it's taking us straight here, which means, yeah, there'll be something to fight. Okay, let's go in here and let's take on whatever it is that is guarding this chalice. You know, shouldn't be too terrible, right? Looks like that guy was having a hard time running around. Okay. Winter Wing Warrior and a Coven Initiative. Guys, I'm going to knock these guys out. I'll bring you back and see if we can't get this chalice. Guys, tuck them down. Let's go ahead and take a look and see.
The gelling chalice is formed of the purest silver.
Very, very nice.
It is icy cold in your hands, and you think you can hear a tiny howling
Okay, guys,
sound
now we got to go
like
find the
wind
heart of
from
winter,
inside.
which is going to be in the ice plains. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to rush out there, and I will bring you back when we are close. Go in and check on the chalice. Let's see what's here.
Freeze, wizard.
Frost.
There is no escaping
We can
from
take
me.
this guy on. Okay, boss fight time, and we have to be able to get the heart of winter out of him. Not a problem. Not a problem as I see it. Ooh, Frost Mantle is not going to be a pushover. Okay, well, let's go ahead and let's set ourselves up to get rid of the minion. Frost Mantle might need some extra special care for us to finish him off. Wow. Did you see that? That had to be one of the highest healths of a boss that we've had to deal with yet. 5,000. Okay, definitely high. I mean, we still have quite a bit of Dragonspire to take on. But yeah, that's a pretty hefty duty ask there. But I think we can take him with a couple of things right here. Ouch. That weakness is going to slow me down a little bit. Okay, not a problem. Let's go ahead and throw out a Bewilder to kind of help us out there. Very good. Now, let's see. Yep, here. Well, that sucks. Tower shields. Always a problem. Okay. Well, I hope everybody's been doing good. I just want to remind you guys, if you're enjoying the content, you know, I do stream on Twitch 4 times a week. Usually at least 2 to 3 times of that is Wizard101 content. And you guys are more than welcome to hop in. I'd love to talk to you guys during stream and live chat. We have a really good time running around doing different Wizard 101 stuff. I don't do my Myth Wizard up there. This guy is purely for this series, so I don't play him any on stream. But I do play a variety of some of my other wizards. So right now I'm working a little bit on my Storm Wizard to try to get him up to par. He has a lot of work to do. He's an old wizard of mine that doesn't really have quite the best strategies going for him in his setup and stuff. So right now I'm trying to turn that guy around and get him going. I also play my Balance Wizard, who's been my #1 wizard since March, because we got him all the way up to max level, and now he's just kind of cleaning up his act. He's kind of knocking out side quests, making himself a little bit more powerful. So that's what's going on with him. Not a whole lot, but there is, you know, some different things with him that we kind of keep in track. Okay, so that should get rid of the minion. Nice. Okay, now we got to focus on the big boss here. Ha ha ha. Okay, now I've got a couple blades I should be able to use, and with my ninja pigs, we should be able to do a pretty strong hit on him. So yeah, so please come check us out on stream. It's a lot of fun, and you guys are more than welcome to hop in anytime and to chat with me. Okay. Yeah, but now I'm only getting hit by one of them, so that makes a little bit of difference here in the fight. Let's go ahead and throw a feint on big old Frost Mantle. Yeah, the ice tank bosses, they're always going to have the highest health when you fight them. And that is something that we got to be aware of when we get up to Winter Tusk, is we will have to fight a lot of ice bosses. And that's not going to be that big of a deal. I know when I was playing my ice through Winter Tusk that one time, it did take a while to get through some of the bosses. I really had to strategize. You know, some of those fights took a lot longer because, you know, when you're playing an ice guy, you're doing a lot more fortifying and preparation. You don't have as don't have the really big hits that you can like throw out on things. I mean, definitely you can eventually develop really big ice hits, but you don't really have them in the beginning. And in places like Wintertusk are challenges to an ice character. Okay, let's see how well the pigs do. Come on, guys. Oh, nice. No problem with that at all. Yeah, so there you go. That's one of the reasons why you get yourself
the
some ninja
glacier
pigs.
almost seems to offer you the heart of winter. It is surprisingly warm to the touch.
Very, very
and
nice. Okay, so
pulses
we're going to run
as if
back
alive.
to Raff and lore speakers. I'm not interested in fighting Frostmantle again. I'll see you guys here in a bit. Hey guys, we are back to Raffin. Let's talk
You
to
have
him.
returned, but the news is dire. I do not know how, but the Coven has begun the ritual without
no.
the gelling chalice and the heart. You must stop them now. They are in the main fortress.
Okay guys, it is time. We have to get after this. Main fortress, straight to the glacial wastes. Okay. So here we are at the main fortress. But there might be a problem. Let's hop on here and let's find out.
A magical barrier blocks
Oh
your
no,
path.
there's a barrier.
You do not know what kind of magic it is. Perhaps
Raffin will be able
knows?
to tell us. They've got a barrier up. Okay, guys, nothing's ever easy in the Wizard 101. So let's go ahead and see what's going on.
A mystic barrier?
Yeah.
How can that be?
Don't know.
I know all the secrets of rune magic, and the Coven
yes.
cannot be performing the ritual and keeping a mystic barrier at the same time. Some
Okay.
other force must be at work
Very
holding
good.
that barrier. If so, it has to be near the fortress.
Okay, or else it would not work.
In the
Okay.
caves, perhaps. You must go to the caves and search for the source of the mystic barrier.
Okay, so we gotta go to the caves and search for the source of the mystic barrier. Okay, so we figured out that we're gonna have to deal with this guy Gertok down here, but unfortunately I don't have any more time for today. So guys, that's all we're gonna do for today. It looks like we'll have to finish up the Ravens on the next episode. So guys, I'll be back here in a little. We'll be back here for the next episode. Hopefully we'll be able to see you. This is Kimise playing Kieran Trollcaller for the Myth walkthrough. Catch you later. Bye-bye.